There we are. We're officially live again.
We're officially
live.
Oh, Fish. I was understanding like the guy's name, Fish Lee, but
Officially alive.
Officially live. There we go.
Officially live. There we go.
It's a live fish.
Yes. I've had some of those that have turned into not living fish, sadly.
Wow.
Yeah.
So Rob,
Took a
I'm all
dark
excited.
turn.
So like this is like we're like I got 5:44 p.m. That's 16 minutes away.
Exactly. We are in the home stretch here.
We are.
We have had one team already submit.
That's good.
So I have the email up so we can watch for those email to come in.
Nice.
So that 6 o'clock rolls around, we know exactly how many participants were there.
Exactly.
And just to, refresh people's minds,
Yes.
Here were the 3 elements you needed. You needed to say the phrase, I haven't experienced that since I was 6 years old. Should be easy to put into a story.
I could probably think of Rocky Road. I haven't had that since I was like 6 years old.
Right?
Yeah.
Actually, I had that yesterday. Oh, well.
You did?
Mentally, I was 6.
But you had Rocky Road yesterday?
I did.
What are the odds?
I do like Rocky Road. So, yes, I haven't experienced that since I was 6 years old. Plus, have a black wig as a prop.
I could probably use one considering my hair color these days.
Do we want to talk hair color? Like, just saying. I need one for hair. Forget color.
Oh, boy.
And last but not least, you need to include your city's welcome sign so that we know where you are coming from.
That's right. I like that. That's a good one.
I got excited because I got an email, but I went over and looked and it says, you are live on YouTube. It's like, I know. That's not what I wanted to see.
Oh, man.
So, yes, now we wait. And remember, we need to see a link come through on info@jx3media.com to a unlisted YouTube link.
That's right.
That's all we need.
Did you paste the YouTube link to any Facebook groups or anything like that? The first couple of days ago, I don't remember if we did or not.
Like this YouTube link, like Chatham-Kent International Film Festival?
The one that we're interacting with now.
Yeah, I did a big media post on JX3 and on the film festival page.
Sweet.
So people are hopefully looking at it.
Yeah, for sure. Considering, how much time we've been talking about it for almost a year now, I think, right?
It's pretty darn close. Yep.
Yeah, and busy schedules and stuff, but hey, we got to it, and we're gonna have fun with it. This is gonna be cool.
I think this is a really neat format to try too.
Yeah,
because there's nothing really to send in. We can put together the playlist, like you said, and then our judges can screen it and start picking some awards.
I love it.
Yes, I am excited for this.
I am.
Now I'm just waiting for emails.
I can tell you a story. I'm going to tell you a story.
Please do.
All right. Let me think now. Okay, this is a 3-minute story. You think 3 minutes is enough, or is it too much talking?
No, go for it.
Okay, because we're at what, 5:47?
Does it start with "There once was a man from Nantucket"?
No, but I already told you that one, didn't I?
You did. That's why I was wondering. Okay, go for it.
Well, I remember when I was younger, we went to a music convention in Manhattan. And one of the nights that we were at the convention, this is like right in Times Square. So we stayed at the Marriott Marquis, which was right in Times Square. Like you looked outside the window, just slightly to your right, and there was the ball dropping, that sort of thing, right? But we went. It wasn't New Year's Eve. It was earlier than that. It was like hot summer, July, August. We went there and we're listening to the conventions, and then they gave us this big itinerary and said, "Hey, check out the bands around town. Go see them up and down Broadway. Go see them all these different venues, like all maps of all these different places to go. All these places were on board." We take it, we go, and we went to this place called the Palladium, which was maybe a 5,000 seater. It looked like one of those ones that goes down and you can just see right down into the bottom area of the pit. That's where the band was playing. So we got there. I think it was like 10 o'clock at night or something, and I don't know if they did this every night or whatever, but this whole squadron of guys came out and they started unrolling all these covers that went over all the seats that went all the way up, way past us to the back. So it's like, that's a lot of work these guys were doing. They probably went at it for an hour. We were sitting there, we're listening to, and there was some band, I had no clue who it was. And it was opening for someone else. We had no clue. And we stayed around for a bit, and they're like, yeah, it's not really our type of music. Let's go to a different venue. So we're looking for that. So I go to a different venue. And we had made some fast friends while we were at the Palladium. And about a couple hours later, we bumped into them later, and they're like, hey, man, you missed it. This is a really cool band that just came out a little while ago. They just have this song on the radio. And I'm like, oh, which one? Tears for Fears. I'm like,
Oh,
which song was it? Shout. It's like, oh. So missed that one by like by a thread. So,
no doubt.
Yeah.
Sadly, it's a little bit of dating, but it's a great story. I like that.
It is. Yeah. I always thought that one was like too close for coolness.
Right.
You know, stay a little bit longer, would have been cool.
Man, but I got to admit, I've never been to New York. So even just doing that would be an experience.
Yeah, when we went, that was the only time I ever went. But if you stay on the main roads where all the taxis go, you're safe. But if you go from like one strip to the other strip and you got to do like the side street, just make sure you do it at a good hour. Because that's what we did when we came back from that roundabout. We stopped probably about a block, maybe 2 blocks away from the Marriott Marquis, and it was like 2:00 in the morning. And bus driver was like, okay, can we get out now? And the bus driver was like, you don't want to get out here. You want me to take you around? If not, take a cab and finish off the journey to there. Like, well, we can just see the Marquis. It's like just a block away, a block and a half away. And the guy's like, you don't want to do that. Not at this time. So the guy I was with, he was like 10 years older than me, right? So he's like, let's do this. We can do this. I've been here a million times. All right. So I followed him. I have no clue what I'm doing. I'm enjoying myself walking along. And we stop inside this like an AMP or a Metro, as they call it these days. We grabbed a bunch of food. We get out. We finished the half the block. About maybe 10 steps in, all of a sudden we hear, hey, where you two going? It's like, what? And it's a classic New York scene, right? Where the steam's coming out of the sewers, right? It's dark and there's lights and there's nobody around and it's wet on the ground, just like completely out of a movie. And we turned around and like, what? What's going on? Oh, yeah, man. What you got over there? What you got? Nothing. We got food, man. Leave us alone. The guy that I was walking with, he was like more tough than I was, I guess. I was young. I was 20 something. As we're walking along, he says to me, "Listen, the guy I was with, he says, let's break up. You go on one side of the road, I go on the other side of the road, and I'll deal with the food that's in the bag. And you just, if something happens, just run. You just don't worry about me." Don't go like, oh man, this is like killer. I'm scared. So we're walking down. All of a sudden, as I'm walking across on my side, this other Hispanic group, hey, gringo, what's in the bag, man? Like,
Uh-oh.
So they come out of the shadows, just like you see in the movies, exactly like you see in the movies. And you've got one gang against the other gang. And one of the guys it was just gangs. There were just 2 gangs, rival gangs. One was a colored gang and one was a Hispanic gang. One of the guys is like, hey, man, you're too young for this sort of stuff. He says, just walk on the dotted line. I'm like, what? He says, walk on the dotted line. I'm like, all right. So I walked on the dotted line, and the guy was with Jim. He's like, what are you doing, man? I told you to stay on the sidewalk. I said, just go on the dotted line. So he's like, he got frustrated. He walks over, and he walks in front of me, and we're on the dotted line. Well, it turns out that was the border for the 2 gangs. So as long as we're on the line, he couldn't cross it. Couldn't activate the other ones, right? So we walked on that dotted line for like half a block. It was the longest half a block ever.
Oh, dang. No doubt.
Dude, it's a timer. I'm scared.
I know, right? I found it while you were talking. I found it. So it's like perfect.
Me and my entertaining stories.
Ooh. Yes. Oh, so I'm getting excited now.
I am. Me too.
Now I can't see the email, but that's okay. I'll hear it ding when it comes in.
Nice. I was part of the London Film Festival. I think you and I went on a trip last time. And the group I was with, they asked me to cover their projects, which I did. And we were down to, I think, 45 minutes before 7. Before 6 o'clock. 45 minutes before 6 o'clock at the time. And he says, okay, we got the footage for you. Start coloring. I'm like, are you kidding me? In 45 minutes? All right. So I went through it and I colored it and I put it up, and it was 3 minutes left before it was too late.
Oh, wow.
It's like, wow, guys are cutting it close.
I was going to say, that's a nail biter right there.
Absolutely.
Man. And this has worked out well because I'm sharing the screen. I actually pulled my email up on top of it again, but it didn't change the screen. So this works perfect.
Well, look at you.
Right? It's almost like I know what I'm doing over here.
I think you do. You got all those Oscars behind you. I only got a piano.
Well, this one, where is it? This one, I stole from Robert De Niro. This one, it's who did I steal that one from?
Joe Pesci?
Sally Field.
Oh, Sally.
That's it. Oh, yeah, this is the Joe Pesci one. It's short.
Right. Yeah, he's the shorter of the three.
Right? I don't remember why I even have that background, I have to be honest.
It's okay. It's fitting, though.
Okay, you know what? Why don't we take a look at the trailer real quick? Because it's 2.5 minutes.
Do it, brother.
Okay, here we go. All the movies playing at the Chatham-Kent International Film Festival.
Let me go. सब ठीक तो है? इतने सालों में पहली बार तुम तारीफ से इतनी खुश नहीं हो रही।
Anything's better than being a panda. Like, pick a color. You're the laughing stock of the bear community. Woo-ha!
I feel like you're not. I feel like you're not listening to me.
I'm listening.
What's going on here?
We're here to steal a ring. We believe you have it.
我反而希望能让你记得我。
And there it is.
Now that's exciting.
Every film playing is in there. All of our nominees.
Love it.
Yes. And this year was interesting. Like, so many of them came down to 1 point or a fraction of a point that they won by.
Wow, no kidding.
Yes. It was a very, very tough race this year. I send out an email just before we announce everybody that's been selected and let them know I can't respond individually like I used to be able to.
Yeah.
So if they want feedback, to let us know.
Nice.
Yeah. So a couple people have already said, yeah, when the festival's over, please talk with me. So,
Nice. I think our timer's stuck, buddy.
hey, what?
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there. I wonder why.
Need a little refresh.
Yeah. I wonder why I did that. Oh, probably because we played the video over it. That's my guess. Anyway. Oh, wait a minute. That's exactly it. If I keep my email up, I can't. It stops the timer.
Oh, that's rude. Doesn't it know who you are?
It obviously doesn't. It is a
I
computer.
know who you are, and I'm rude.
Right. Oh, man. But no, and I just finished up all the nomination videos, like the Oscars,
Nice.
the nominees for best cinematography are, and we play a little video that shows all the nominees.
I love it.
So we're going to have a full production show this year.
Love it.
Let me do this. There. Bringing it over to this side just so I can see and not stop the clock.
Nice.
Okay. Which one? That's Expo.
I just answered your question while we were watching the video. If you want to check your messenger.
Oh, I don't have Facebook. Oh, let me do this. Yes.
47, 46, 45, 44, 43, 42, 41. Feels like I'm like waiting for popcorn to happen.
Exactly. Well, I noticed people just jumped in and jumped back out. So they're obviously very busy. So this is good.
That's good. It's good. It's good. They're like, no, how many minutes are left? How many seconds are left? What? What do you mean?
It's like, I can't waste time listening to you two.
Sounds like our wives.
It kind of does, doesn't it? Okay.
Are we going to count it down like New Year's?
We should.
9,
8,
7,
6, 5, 4,
4,
3, 2. Oh my God, we're both behind.
1.
There we go. So now, okay, stop the timer.
Stoppage the timer in.
There. Okay. Timer is stopped. I will keep this number of all the email that we have set aside and start putting together that playlist to get over to our judges.
I'm excited. Let's see what the world has done.
So if anybody now has any more questions or anything, please feel free to reach back out to us. Any ideas about changing stuff in the future, let us know.
Yeah.
Because we're always open to ideas. Exactly. All right. Well, in that case, I think we're done.
Rob, it's been a slice and a half. Boy, I'm sweating over here, but it's exciting.
I know, right? Okay. In that case, we will see everybody. If you're not at the festival, which I hope you do come, we will be back for another announcement before the November 3rd screening. So that way we can tell everybody what's going on.
Love it.
All right. In that case, have a great day, everybody.
See you, bud.